everybody, it's Mike here with Jealous Lawn Care, helping you to make your neighbors a little bit more jealous of your lawn. So this is a beautiful July 4th weekend, and there's not too much to do on the to-do list this weekend, but one thing that we're going to do is we're going to mow our lawn, and I like to mow our lawn a little bit before that 4th of July day, or even before the 3rd, because all the fireworks, it's going to be all spread out through your lawns, whether you do them or not, they're going to be all over your lawn. So I don't want to be mowing that up or constantly picking that up before I mow. So I'm going to do it a couple days before. So that's step one. And then step two, and you can tell step one I already did. So I got that out of the way first, which is one of our favorite parts, of course, is mowing the lawn, mowing those nice stripes. Now, given this is not the best angle for the camera, but the stripes have already been done. And again, most of my jealousy lines that I do, these stripes, I get them all, I make it so it's most effective from the street in the afternoon time, so when people are off work and such. So right now it's still the morning, so it's still early. And the next step we're going to do is we're going to do Milorganite. We're going to do a fertilizer. Now this is all organic, so I know there's some people that are going to say, hey, why do you apply, you don't want to apply nitrogen or fertilizer, you don't want to put fertilizer down in the summertime. And yes, there is a good argument to that, because the lawn in the summertime is already very stressed due to the heat and also due to the lack of water. So you have a heat-stressed lawn, a water-stressed lawn, so it's going to create a lot of stress already. And then when you add nitrogen and fertilizer to it, people are like, oh, that's way too much stress for the lawn. But yes, that's true, but if you're applying a regular fertilizer that's like quick release, I would agree with you guys. But this is organic, and it's a slow release formula, so you're not going to have to worry about it. I would recommend, if you're going to do it, you water it in. So just mainly for this time. Usually you don't have to water it in too much, but we're expecting some rain later on, so I'm going to try and kill two birds with one stone today. So I'm going to apply this at the normal dosage rate. So this is 2,500 square feet. My front is 2,500 square feet. That's the full dosage. And there we go. That's perfect. And then, of course, I'll do my back also. But, of course, we all care about the front a little bit more, right? For that jealousy factor. So I'm going to apply one bag to the front with my Scott spreader. And this is just going to be put down on my spreader setting. It's going to be, let's see, I have the edge guard, so it's going to be the regular feeding is 11.5 spreader setting. So I'm going to make sure you get your spreader setting right at 11.5. And keep in mind that if you're walking too fast or walking too slow, you may have to adjust that. So watch how much fertilizer is actually being put down in the lawn. Watch the level in the spreader. If it's going down too much, kind of fill half a bag at a time and do half your lawn, and make sure, hey, maybe I need to adjust the spreader setting up or down depending on how fast I'm walking or how slow I'm walking. Now, generally with fertilizer, I always recommend kind of like a power walking, is the way I say it, like double fast, like power walking. So you want to definitely go at a faster rate than you normally walk, mainly because of the fact that you don't want too much fertilizer. And this is more so for if you're using non-organics, because organics, you can go as slow as you want. It's not going to be as much boost. You don't really need it as much. But if you use a normal fertilizer, which does burn the lawn, so you don't want to walk too slow because you'll have too big of a concentrated area. Just like you've seen it once in a while where you go to people's lawns and you see all these brown patches everywhere. So it's happened to one of my neighbors in the past. I won't mention who, but they basically did it by hand, and they grabbed some handful of fertilizer. They grabbed a handful of fertilizer and they just started spreading it out, just throwing it down. And when they're doing that, I mean, you can do that with grass seed, yes. Just throw a bunch in a little patch. But when you're doing that with fertilizer, you really got to spread it out good, because if you don't, it will burn. Now, keep in mind, this Milorganite will not burn, but those other fertilizers, when it does burn, it'll take weeks, maybe even a month to go back, depending on watering and stuff like that. So definitely recommend using this, because this is foolproof. We'll call it lawn care for dummies, this organic. And it's not even that much more expensive. I would actually say it's a little cheaper, to be honest. So it's definitely the best way to go. I've been using it for years and love this Milorganite. Okay, so I've got my edge guard on, so I won't be getting any extra fertilizer on any of the cement, because it will stain the cement. It won't do anything to the blacktop really, but it definitely will stain the cement. So let's walk. Alright, now I can take the edge guard off. And believe it or not, I've even heard of people going over their jealousy line in between them and the neighbors. I've heard about people going over this more than once just to get a really, really dark line between them and the neighbors, but I don't know who would do that, right? You'd have to be a pretty sick individual to want to show off that much that you'll use all that extra fertilizer for that last pass. You know, 1, 2, maybe even 3 passes. Depends what kind of lawn care person you really are and how much you want to make your neighbors jealous. Oh great, we still got a little bit of Milorganite left. What are we going to do with this extra fertilizer? Should we save it for a later day, or what should we do with it? And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my edge guard on, and let's further this line of separation between me and the neighbor with this extra fertilizer. And this is going to look great. One more thing I will mention is that you have to make sure that you get all of the fertilizer, all the Milorganite off of the ground. So whether you blow it or sweep it off, so you don't want it on the concrete because that will stain. And you're gonna even see a few drips. It's hard to see on the camera, but you know, even if I step on it, you know, it's gonna stain a little bit. So you might have to break out the power washer again, but hey, we all love to do that, right? But definitely make sure you get all off the concrete. Blacktop, you probably won't even notice because it's black already, so definitely make sure you do that. Don't forget this step, because whether you step on it or it rains, it will be important that you get it off, because otherwise it will stain.
Job well done, everybody. There's our striping, and our fertilizing's been done for our 4th of July weekend. Now, this isn't the best stripes from this angle because the sun is not in the best spot for my stripes. It's kind of from the side, but you can still definitely see some striping. Enjoying some Mike's Hard Lemonade like I am.
Now, keep in mind, the summer fertilization is not as crucial as the spring or the fall. So because there's already so much stress on it, on your lawn, you know, you're not going to get as much benefit as you would, like I said, in the spring or the fall. But, you know, so therefore, if you can't afford it, you know, for whatever reason, or you just don't get around to it, again, that's never excuse for us lawn care people, right? We always do what we can. We always spend, you know, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money, you know, on our lawns, but we want to make our neighbors as jealous as we can, right? So you will definitely get benefit out of it, you know, putting the Milorganite down because it's a slow release and everything. But if you are gonna miss any treatment for the year of fertilization, this would be the only one I would recommend. So if you have to skip it, this would be your one to skip. But if you got the extra time and the extra money, then definitely recommend putting it down because you will see benefit. It just won't be as drastic as the spring or the fall. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next video.